Dear brother, let's talk about the weight of shame. Let's get into it. See, there's a root of shame. Shame has roots. Shame doesn't just grow overnight. It doesn't fall from the sky. Shame has roots. That's why sometimes the weight of shame is so strong in our lives, because it comes from somewhere. For many of us, man, it comes from childhood wounds. Wounds that were never talked about. Wounds that you had to hide, things you didn't say, right? Unmet expectations. Things you should have had as a child that you didn't. Either someone said crazy negative things to you, or sometimes they didn't say the things they needed to give you the confidence you needed as a man. And even though you're a grown man now, you're still living with some of those childhood wounds. See, the Dear Brother podcast, man, is about grown men growing more. It's not about shirking responsibility or blaming somebody else. It's about in depth looking at ourselves. What can I do to get better? And I want to help us with shame today, bro, because it's killing a lot of our futures. It's keeping us away from the men we really want to become, right? A lot of times we deal with societal pressures. You know, the societal pressure, be strong. Man, you know, as a man, there's times where you can't be strong. There's times where you couldn't be strong. You needed somebody to help you be strong. Man, there's even times where you needed to take a break from trying to be strong. And I can give you testimonies right now in my life where I needed a break from trying to be strong. Like when I buried my mother, my father, and my daughter over a 5-year time, did their eulogies, kept on going, holding everybody else together, but holding me together, right? In our lives, sometimes with shame, it deals with us in our past. Our past failures come up. And it defines us. It redefines us, takes us away from ourselves, man. And it causes low self-worth. And you move in a way where you're not honoring yourself because you didn't honor yourself to make the good decisions. You look back over your life, some decisions you made, man, it was all about you not feeling worthy. You know, you feeling unworthy of the future that was in front of you. So you just took something instead of waiting to take all you really needed to take or get what you needed to take. See, then we deal with the isolation effect. Those are the times where you pull away from loved ones. You pull away from family, friends. Even some of you that pulled away from the woman of your dreams that really loved you. It didn't come because you were scared of the relationship. Sometimes it comes as men. We don't want to feel like we're putting the weight of our burdens and the weight of our lives on somebody else. So we pull away when really we needed those people. Some of you brothers have pulled away from your children because you didn't feel so honorable about whether you were there for them properly or couldn't provide like you wanted to. So you ran, man, because of that unworthy feeling. It's a lot of things, good things we run from, man, because we don't feel like we're worthy of it or we don't feel like we're honorable enough to receive it. See, and then there's a place where we will start believing that no one understands. See, that's the lying voice of shame. No one understands you. That causes you to go in that cave, man, because you feel like nobody gets you. But come on, man, that's the biggest lie I've ever been told. But that's how slick shame is. You know you ain't the only one dealing with it, but shame will convince you are. See, what loneliness does to you, man, it reinforces shame. It reinforces shame. It makes you feel like, man, let me just go in a corner because nobody gets me. See, there's a difference between shame and guilt. Guilt says I did wrong. See, guilt says I did wrong, and guilt can lead you to a turnaround, right? But shame says I am wrong. That's the point where you start just saying, you know what, I am what I did. But I want to say that to somebody, man, you're not the last mistake you made. You're not, right? And there's some people that want to keep you tied to your past. But guess what? Anybody that's determined to keep you tied to your past deserves to stay right there in your past. Again, the difference between guilt says I did wrong. Shame says I am wrong. It's what it helps you do is it helps you become your own inner critic. There's always lying to you. There's always keeping you down, even when you want to put your head up or pursue something. It's that lying critic that says you ain't worthy of that. It's that fear of failure always right there before you. But do you know, bro, if the fact that you're fearing success or you're fearing to be successful, man, you're already lost. Because we start moving into a place of emotional paralysis. That emotional paralysis where the fear of failure prevents you from taking action for something that's right before you. A dream, a goal is right there. But that fear to take action, you're looking at it, is right outside your reach. It's right there, right? You're right there. You're one thought away. You're one move away. But that emotional paralysis makes you feel like, no, I'm not. Man, take that step, man. You're worthy of it. See, feeling unworthy, what it does, man, is it stops you from love. It stops you from success. It stops you from pursuit. And it causes you to be stuck in a cycle of what we call self-sabotage, where it's not somebody else doing it to you, it's you doing it to yourself. It's self-sabotage right there. Oh man, no, I can't do this. No, man, I can't pursue that. Oh, I got to do this and this and this first. You're in your own way, man. And what that does is eventually it leads you to destructive coping. Destructive coping, alcoholism, drug addiction, right? And sometimes that destructive coping ain't all about some type of substance. Sometimes that coping is fear, anger. You're addicted to being a tough guy, to hide that broken kid that's still right there, that broken teenager that's still right there. And even though you're 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, even 60, you're still dealing with that part of you that broke it at 10 and 11, 12 years old, man. Still. And it causes you to seek validation instead of giving yourself what you need. The worst thing that ever happened to Adam in the book of Genesis was he was looking outside of himself for what he already had. Shame wants you to close your mouth. Shame wants you to be quiet instead of speaking up. To say, no, this is who I am. No, it's a shut up. You ain't that. It ain't the other people holding their hand over your mouth, man. It's you. It's you. But I hope this podcast is freeing you right now. Because my goal today, man, is not only to define shame so you can recognize it and recognize you're not a failure. Shame is a beast that must be tamed. See, this is what you got to do to release yourself from shame. This is what you got to do to recover and reclaim your freedom. It's called the power of vulnerability. See, some people look at vulnerability, oh, that's weakness. No. The power of vulnerability. See, when you start sharing your struggles with somebody you trust, it weakens shame. I told you, shame is the lie that's always in your head. When you start sharing your struggles, they'll say something to you to cause you to be stronger. So you know that shame is not the only voice in your head telling you what you're not and you can't make it. No, share your struggles, man. Don't sit in it. Don't sit in it. That's what shame wants you to do. Sit in it. Deal in the darkness of it. Go in the house, close the windows, turn your phone off so it can be the only voice dealing in your mind. I want you free from that today, man. I want you free from that. Share your thoughts, right? Even if you're looking for help for coaching, man, go on christianwinners.com right now. Bro, you can sign up for coaching right now. Right now. Go on there right now. Even if you got to pause this podcast, go to christianwinners.com and get on my calendar, man. Set up some coaching for yourself. Find some other brothers. It's not just me, man. Find some brothers, man, that you care about, and find some brothers that care about you. That's not going to give you the low road out, but tell you to lift your head up. Take the high road because you deserve that. See, you find strength in honesty. Strength is in honesty. Strength in lying to yourself or lying to everybody else. No, man, you got to trust the safe places that's been provided for you. And somebody saying, well, Christian, man, I don't trust nobody. Hey, man, that's a feeling. It's not a fact. That's something we've been taught as men. Don't trust nobody. My father taught me that. Don't trust no woman. Don't trust this and that. Come on, man. That's not true. Somebody cares about you. But you know who got to care about you first? You. You got to care about yourself enough to dig yourself out of that dirt. Self-compassion is a great weapon. Self-compassion. You're too hard on yourself. Start talking to yourself better. You wouldn't let people talk to you the way you talk to you. Somebody talk to you the way you talk to you. Say, man, who you talking to? Your voice is the loudest and sometimes the most wrong voice in your life. Speak to yourself with kindness, man. Start being kind to yourself. Right? Accept the imperfections that you have. It's human. Who's perfect? And anybody who acting like it is lying, bro. Right? Whoever's acting perfect is lying. Be real with yourself. Let go of your unreal expectations of yourself. There's a standard that you hold yourself on. You know you can't reach it. You know you're not ready to be there. Right? You're not there financially. You're not there emotionally. You're not there mentally. And guess what? That's okay. Let go of those places that you're holding yourself to that you're not ready for. Let yourself off the hook. Nobody else is. See, but I think it's time for you to rewrite your story. It's time for you to rewrite your story. Challenge negative self-beliefs that sometimes somebody else gave you. You know, sometimes we're living out the stories that somebody else put on us. You didn't give yourself that story. Somebody got you living to a story that's not even yours. Or trying to fix a problem that's not even yours. Or you're living to solve their problem. It's not your problem. Everything isn't for you to solve, man. You got to get in your own world and fix your own stuff. You got to replace lies with truth, man. Focus on your growth, not all your past mistakes. You're not the last mistake you made. You're the man that you want to be. Grab on the purpose, man. Christian, I can't find my purpose. I understand that. Here's a question you can ask yourself. What do you love? What do you hate to see in the world? Because most times the thing you hate to see in the world, you're called to change it. What do you hate to see people suffer? See, even from when you were a child, you hated to see certain ways, certain things, certain way. Most of the time, that thing you hate the most, you're called to change. Start digging into your purpose. Because that's where your purpose begins. You weren't born because your mom liked your dad or your dad thought your mom was cute. You were born with a purpose. God had a problem in this earth that you were born to solve. You're a problem solver. You're not a problem. You're a problem solver, my brother. See, what purpose does is it helps you find meaning that goes beyond your mistakes. Listen, your progress is proof of change. You're not who you used to be. And you may not be who you want to be yet, but you're on your way. I promise you that. What we ultimately need, man, is the brotherhood. See, the trick of the world is to be by yourself or just be laying up under some woman. No. You need men in your life that can say, yo, think this way. See, women can comfort and soothe, but men is going to tell you the truth. Challenge you. The role of the brotherhood in your life is so you can lean on men for support that won't judge you, but see you how you are, even if you're in a bad place right now. I wouldn't care where you are. I wouldn't care what drug you're using. I wouldn't care where you are mentally. You are my brother. That's the men you need to surround yourself with. See, how we learn through shared experiences because you're not alone. See, that's the lie. You're alone. No. Somebody been through what you've been through, bro. And somebody been through worse. And somebody came out of that thing. You got to be reminded you're not by yourself. Hey, man, I love you. Let's battle this beast called shame. Let's get you back to being the man of your own dreams. Not the dreams of everybody else. Your own dreams. Hey, man, I love you. You got to make sure you love you. Live this life and walk it out with no fear, no shame, and no compromise. Yesterday is history, and tomorrow's a mystery. All you got is right now. What you going to do with it? What you going to do about it, man? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of this great community, man. We're grown men. Grow even more. See you soon, dude. I love you. Be proud of you. I am. Peace.